Lauren Bazzolo, 7:17 last year, and proves that age is no barrier for her at all. The best way, we talked about that terrific 22:19 at the European Team Championships on home soil last year. I'm just wondering what she can do over 60 metres. Certainly through the European age group, she was strong over shorter sprints, over 100. Patricia van der Weken, though. Just listen to that noise. 7:06 at best. She's already improved on her season's best.
Non, je dis faux. Elle est championne d'Europe U20 du 100 mètres à Jérusalem. Eze Joy, Grande-Bretagne.
Well, Joy Eze, still a young athlete, but making her mark now. There are home favourites, and then there is Patricia van der Weken over 60 metres at the Koch National Sports Centre at this meeting. A full lineup with Spanu Daki-Katsiriga, Bazzolo, Pinto, Bestway, then Van der Weken, Eze and Kansa and Stefanovic in this 60-metre final. So Bestway perhaps just ahead of Van der Weken, who now starts to power through. Pinto also going nicely, very close on the line, but Van der Weken looks to have just shaded it. And 7:16 on the clock there. And in the end, she can't just go on setting meeting record year after year after year, but she can still delight the home faithful at the Koch National Sports Centre. And of course, a chance to get on a World Indoor podium again this year. And possibly a European outdoor one, having been so close in Rome.
Meilleure performance mondiale tout à l'heure. Peut-être qu'il va être corrigé celui-ci aussi. Une très bonne entrée dans la saison. Et j'ai l'impression que Patricia elle a quelques idées pour cette saison indoor. L'an passé, c'était magnifique. Médaille d'argent au championnat d'Europe. Non, médaille de bronze au championnat d'Europe. Médaille de bronze au championnat du monde. Tu vas faire pareil?
Ça serait formidable. Après, voilà, il faudra voir qui est au rendez-vous, comment les gens ils sont en forme, comment moi je suis en forme. Et puis, je pense que ça va bien se passer.
7-14 pour la deuxième fois aujourd'hui, course très solide.
Oui, oui, c'est tout à fait bien. Je pense que j'ai encore les jambes un peu lourdes. On a bien bossé depuis octobre, donc ça va venir à fur et à mesure.
Un petit test de résistance tout à l'heure sur 200 mètres, d'accord?
Ouais, là il va falloir bien applaudir parce que j'aurai bien besoin.
On va l'applaudir très fort. D'abord maintenant et ensuite tout à l'heure pour le 200 mètres. Patricia van der Weken.
Tells you how humble a character she's applauding herself. Chidi Okezi, Nigerian on the outside, 46-48 at best. Bredau, European relay bronze medalist last year.
Bredau, Allemagne.
So these races listed as finals, whereas the 60 metres listed as heats. So expecting this to be the one chance. Let's see if they can make the most of it. Lassine, then Bex, Kijanovic, Bredau, Okezi. The 5 athletes in this springing away, and Kijanovic in the blue and white, the Serbian, going nicely through the centre, and Bredau has his eyes on Okezi in front in the purple. Making a move through as the stagger unwinds. On we go, on to the second lap, mid-21 there. Bredau from Okezi, and Kijanovic, after that great start, fallen a little way back, but still in contention here. So as we expected, these front 3 some way ahead. Okezi really gritting his teeth and straining, so Bredau will come through in 45.97. And that has taken the meeting record by more than 2 tenths. First ever sub 46 here. And it's taken a record that had been held by Alexander Doom since 2023. And we all know what he's gone on to do since. So first big headline here. Jean-Paul Bredau
Jean-Paul.
45.97 on the clock in the 400 meters.
Ja, ich würde sagen, war ein gelungener Season Opener unter 46, aber hier in der Halle kann man ja schnell rennen.
Meetingrekord.
Oh, wusste ich gar nicht, aber nimmt man gerne mit, ne?
Wie war der Lauf?
Aber ich würde sagen, war relativ fix vorne, aber wir haben gut Pace gemacht. Dementsprechend kommen wir hin so eine Zeit raus.
Ich würde sagen, das ist ein Applaus wert. Ça mérite des applaudissements. Jean-Paul Bradau. Au couloir numéro 4.
Sharing this lane, no? Fanny Arendt of Luxembourg, but first Kimberly Ficinic from Czechia.
Et à côté d'elle, super test.
202.67 at best. She has 6 national titles across indoors and out.
Championne du Luxembourg, Fanny Arendt.
We've got Lila Belshaw, who won the European Under-18 title over 1500 and then European Under-20 champion last year. So really strong progression that. So many depths to this competition and storylines within it. Fanny Arendt looking for a good race on home soil, and if it's a fast one, might be able to challenge that national indoor record. We've got someone like Lila Belshaw, for whom there's no record of running an indoor 800 metres. Seen a number of races over 1500 metres, as mentioned, winning those titles and joining the likes of Isabelle Boffey, Jake Hayward, and also Charlotte Henrik in being British athletes who've won under-18 and under-20 European titles. More here on the outside, and yes, in the last decade or so, we've seen great Irish depth in the women's 800 metres. And she also appears to be a rising talent behind the pacemaker. So Moore and Belshaw, and then Koshanova, the Polish athlete who won the World University Relay title in 2023.
Allez tout le monde!
Lorea Ibarzabal of Spain also battling behind them, very, very closely matched. Koshanova in good space on the outside. Fanny Arendt is there. It's all to play for. Arendt now making a big move. So, heading into the closing stages, Arendt looks like she is chasing this national indoor record. Moore still in second place. Belshaw just drifted a bit back. Koshanova in third. Ibarzabal. Bilo, and then Ficinic, and then Belshaw. But look at this lead of Fanny Arendt, chasing that meeting record and national record at the same time, and she's done both. Oh, what a performance from the young athlete who already had enjoyed 400 metres success. And she has another national record for her collection. She improves on her personal best as well, considerably, by 1.5 seconds.
Quelle course incroyable!
C'était dur. Oui, je n'ai pas entendu. Je suis fatiguée, pardon. De faire une course comme ça, c'était super. Avec tout le monde, avec... Ouais, je sais pas quoi dire. Merci.
Au troisième tour, tu te mets en tête.
Oui, je sais pas.
Et tu t'envoles.
Ouais. J'avais espéré que personne va me passer les derniers 50 mètres.
Il n'y a personne qui a passé, il y a un gros trou derrière.
Merci.
Keskitalo, 8:05, so quite close to her 8:03 PB. Winning the second heat ahead of Schuster and Yaranova.
Pour sa troisième participation au meeting.
As for the winner of the first heat, that was Sasha Alessandrini, capable of 7.99. The final of the women's 60-metre hurdles.
La grande finale des féminines.
Keskitalo going well. Alessandrini looks like she's just shading it very close on the line. Alessandrini dips nicely to beat Keskitalo, it looked like. And 8:03 on the clock. So, perhaps Keskitalo, another
de la jeune saison.
One very close to her personal best.
Alessandrini.
Alessandrini just shading it.
Et Victoria qui doit faire 2 troisièmes.
It's last year that she went sub-8 for the first time.
La vainqueur de l'autre série tout à l'heure.
Wait and see what the official clocking is, of course, because we have seen faster marks
Un petit mot.
given eventually. Alessandrini, the winner.
Cette course.
Était super cool. Ça fait super longtemps que je viens ici. À chaque fois, c'est un super plaisir de courir ici. Et je fais ma meilleure rentrée, donc, et en plus, je gagne, donc c'est super.
C'est vrai que ça fait plusieurs années que tu es fidèle.
Et oui, je fais toujours ma rentrée ici depuis au moins 3-4 ans et ça marche plutôt bien, donc je reviens.
J'ai l'impression que c'est ta meilleure rentrée, non, dans la saison?
Oui, c'est ma meilleure rentrée, donc ça annonce de bon augure pour la suite.
Les applaudissements pour la Française Sacha Alessandrini.
Super cool, said Sasha Alessandrini. On top, 8 exactly. Such is the way that the 800 metres has really moved on. We obviously saw in Bergen at the European Under-23s, if you were watching that stream, myself and Ellard, we saw national record broken by a whole clutch of athletes. So set for a whole clutch of interesting middle distance races here.
Du plus haut niveau mondial à la coque.
Mark English in the navy vest on the outside, or it's more of a royal blue. Matching the track here, you've got Viderka then in the bright red.
Qui devrait se placer en tête.
Big hitters charging through on the outside here.
Ça se bagarre. C'est Viderka, le Polonais en rouge, en deuxième position, troisième.
On this occasion for the men's 800 metres, the world qualifying time is 1:45.90. So
Et ça va vite devant.
all these men very capable of doing that, but it's about finding the right race to do it in.
400 mètres, 51,3.
So Jacek leading them out from Viderka.
5 environ. Jacek, Viderka, Van Diepen. Et maintenant Mark English qui passe en troisième position.
So Viderka with quite a lead here, but still the gap being managed by Mark English in second place. Jacek, as you can see there, off the track, but holding with the wave lights nicely, just as Fanny Arendt was on her way to a national record and meeting record for the young Luxembourg athlete. But look at this, Mark English reeling in that gap, and just when anyone thought the fact that he'd seen McPhillips take over that national record meant that he had any lack of ambition himself to have a great season, well, you'd be very, very wrong. English, 5 times a European medalist indoors and out, wins here. And, I wonder whether that officially is going to be a meeting record. Just going by the string of performances we've seen, when the time's given officially, it's been even faster. But 1:44.68 showing track side for Mark English, overhauling long-time leader Maciej Viderka. Just ran out of steam at the end.
Et peut-être, c'est ce que j'étais en train de voir sur ma liste, également un nouveau record du meeting.
So another athlete in business-like mode.
Meet record!
It is indeed a meeting record, as we thought it might be. It's a bit of a VAR check, isn't it? Hold your breath. 1:44.65 for Mark English.
What
With
a race!
a great performance.
Yeah, it was a brilliant race.
He's equalled it.
Thankfully, Viderka took it out and I just followed him, so it was a lovely race.
C'était une très belle course. Meet record, personal best.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a meet record, so I'm delighted with that. Hopefully we can continue this form.
Standard for the World Championships. And that's an Irish record, no? Isn't it?
It is, yeah, so delighted.
Record d'Irlande! Mark English!
Yes, it's an Irish record indoors by half a second.
En 5:07.
So 5 laps to go, 5:08 on the clock. So yes, heading for something like 7:40.
Allez, on continue.
Maybe faster. So we are close to that meeting record, and
Les athlètes.
hence very much with that blue wave light. Where is it? next to their feet. Looks like they're just starting
Sur la fin de course.
to move ahead a little.
Et Ruben Verheyden.
And Verheyden now makes his move. 4 to go.
Maintenant, la course d'équipe. Il reste 4 tours. On est sur les
So Karin Jean now has to try and respond
du Luxembourg est détenu par Charles Greton.
and be sure he get a lift in front of the home supporters. Verheyden looking so controlled now.
Verheyden,
Knew he could go past.
Jean,
Just waited that little bit extra. Still tracking those wave lights, but not ahead of them anymore.
Et ça accélère.
6:08 on the clock. 3 to go.
Regardez la wave light.
Now Karin Jean starting to hurt a little bit.
J'ai l'avant de la wave light.
Verheyden so relaxed.
La lumière rouge.
Just as
Record national.
had been done before. Pushes on.
Deux tours.
Let's have a look at this 200 bit. So 30 seconds there for that 200. And he's starting to reel in the back markers now. So has that added impetus of something to chase in front. Gap continues to grow and a little bit of resignation on the face of Verheyden.
Il va faire un élan.
Still trying to manage that gap. He's still working very hard.
Nous entrons dans le dernier tour.
So that lap a little faster, around 29 seconds, 7:07 at the bell. Got to really push here, and this traffic may not help as he tries to get this meeting record. 7:39.01 has to push.
Sur le bench.
Oh, you feel as though he should have enough. And Karin Jean has closed a little at this point. Verheyden, is he going to push all the way to the line? Come on.
Oh, que c'est bon.
Well, looks like the meeting record is going to be outside it. 7:40 it was in the end. And Karin Jean was still there at the end and did so well.
Et puis un autre Ruben.
So 7:40.31 and
Apparemment, oui.
Record national.
not too much of a gap between the top two after a wonderful battle.
Le vainqueur en titre, champion d'Europe
7:66.
indoor à Apeldoorn l'an passé, Jakub
Qualifying
Szymanski.
times here. Eli Bakari, winner 2 years ago, second to Jakub Szymanski last year. And there is Szymanski. He's looking to beat him to the introduction as well as on the track. Asier Martinez of Spain.
Espagne.
So Enrique Llopis, different stature, fantastic athlete, and holder of the Spanish national record, Enrique Llopis. Larados, Martinez, Chiquia, Szymanski, Bakari, Llopis, Roberts and Diaz. The final of the men's 60 metres hurdles.
La grande.
Oh, going nicely there was Chiquia from the start. Now Szymanski, the other pole, comes through from Bakari, close, but Szymanski takes it again. And last year, it set him on his way to greatness.
Tout à l'heure, si le temps
And even though it's not as fast,
deuxième meilleure performance mondiale de l'année.
set of sculpts to take. And he was flying to the top of the stairs just to get out on the track. And he's courteous as well. It's another business-like performance from a top athlete here.
Le vainqueur.
And Jakub Szymanski.
Unofficial, it's 52.
Inofficial.
Unofficial. And
7:48.
official, 7:48.
New world lead.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad. I'm glad because I had a feeling sometimes strange on this competition and warm-up. It was not such a feeling like 1 year, but I'm glad that I'm back here and I'm looking forward to come back in the next month.
Alors, je vous explique. L'échauffement s'est pas passé comme il a voulu. Il est très content de son temps. Il est là pour la deuxième fois. Il se réjouit déjà de revenir l'année prochaine. And your legs are still very fast. And the big goal for you are the World Championships at home.
Oui.
Oui, le grand but. Les championnats du monde auront lieu à Toruń, en Pologne.
Yeah, the most important thing for me this season is my home championships. I will be the good opponent for everybody, and it won't be so easy to beat me.
We will be with you. On sera avec lui au
There we
championnat du
go.
monde. À Toron.
I think sometimes when we'll just let this interview conclude.
Applaus, Luxembourg!
So 9 athletes at the front here. Silver,
Allez tout le monde dans le rythme de la musique.
then Guy, Hoffman,
Delarche, Silva, Gué,
Nelva
Hoffman.
Notstal just behind.
Allez, Silva.
Belgian with a best of 4:17.7. Well, Silva now beginning to push on. Well, as well as that World Indoor medal at the end of last year, of course, at the European
5.
Cross-Country Championship, she was on home soil. And
Le retour
second in the mixed relay.
Et Silva qui a quelques longueurs d'avance.
Allez,
Gué en
reste
deuxième
debout.
position.
Calendar year
Hoffman
has
en
changed.
troisième position.
Opportunity to push on. Guy in second place.
Et c'est l'Éthiopienne Mulugeta.
European Under-23 silver medalist over this distance outdoors in Bergen last summer.
Passage au mieux-mètre en 2,43.
4:03 at best outdoors. Mulugeta now starting to emerge into contention,
Mulugeta.
overtaking Hoffman, who is quite often a fast finisher. More often see her over 800 metres though. Will she run out of steam in the 1500? 2 to go.
Patricia Silva, Portugal.
Mulugeta.
So it looks like Mulugeta's made that move past Adele Gay.
En troisième position.
Et Laure Hoffman.
And Silva's lead is not unassailable. Mulugeta looking very relaxed, just as Ruben Verheiden did when he overtook Karin Jean. 3,000 earlier. Silva now coming through with 1 lap to go. The 2 athletes in green and white. Then Guy and Hoffman, Frenchwoman, and then the Swiss, Nielsen in 5th place.
Gué. Elles ne sont plus que 3 pour la victoire. Elle attaque.
So the athletes now splintered out, but look at this battle. Well, this is pretty much as good as what we saw in the 3000. Mulugeta fighting for the lead,
Qui s'envole.
working into this bend, coming out of it with a clear advantage that Silva is not going to come back and fight for. Mulugeta from Guy, who just comes through for second at the end. 4:07.61.
61.
So just outside the world qualifying time there of 4:06, even with an official
De l'année.
rounding down in inverted commas. The winner there, Mulugeta of Ethiopia, and it's very, very close to her outright best of 4:07.54 for 1500. I was fully expecting the announcer from Luxembourg to be fluent in Amharic.
12 record de France U23 pour la française.
So I didn't necessarily expect that no one else would be as close to the pacemaker as Peter Sisk.
Garcia ou Engels qui vont
Mariano
faire le
Garcia
pressing. Et c'est l'Espagnol.
starting to make a move now. What could be just the right time for him. Now the challenge is laid down to Sisk.
Il nous reste 3.
Can he maintain this really strong advantage?
Allez, de plus en plus fort, mesdames et messieurs. Pieter Sisk.
3 laps to go.
Mariano Garcia.
The yellow lights, like
Carlos
a shadow of himself, like the ghost of his past.
Engels.
And now looks to be ahead of,
Oh, ce que c'est
I
beau.
believe it's that meeting record, with Garcia appearing to be in second place in that maroon strip also.
L'an passé, Impérial.
Holmoyer just behind in the Barcelona strip in around 5th place. I think Craig Engels, the American, just ahead of him.
Et la wave light est derrière lui. Largement.
And he is leaving that wave light behind Peter Sisk.
Peter Sisk.
No one else to push him. This is a fantastic solo drive.
Et ça va faire un très très gros chrono.
Oh, it's like he's sprinting for home already, and no one else is in the same postcode here.
3-0.
So 3:03 at the bell for Peter Sisk.
Mondial de la
What a display from the Belgian.
le record du meeting.
and he powers down the back straight. He eats up the ground.
Oh, regardez comme
Nothing too measured about this. He is giving everything.
Garcia en deuxième position. Et innovation pour le Belge.
So Peter Sisk, unstoppable in this race. Great battle for second place behind. Sisk comes through and shatters the meeting record by more than 2 seconds faster than he was just a year ago.
Meilleure performance mondiale.
Oh, wow. Well, what a performance from Peter Sisk. Let's focus then on these 5 athletes in the first of the 200-meter races. The last discipline in action here in Luxembourg. Lina Hribar, the Slovenian in the bright green, unmissable. Simona Darius of Liberia. Anne-Marie Kivikas of Estonia. Nora Lindahl of Sweden. And Esperanza Cladera of Spain. Just one lap of this short track here then. You can see that in that black vest. Darius going very nicely here. Joseph van Buller putting Liberia on the map from a sprinting point of view over the last few years, and he's looking to add to that. Nora Lindahl coming through nicely here. There is the line, 23.23 seconds, I suspect. As continuing the pattern, it may end up being a bit faster than that. 23.22 for Lindahl. You can see a personal best there for Kivikas. So just the 5, as we saw before, target time 23.22. In any case, a chance to have a run here at the World Indoor Tour Silver meeting in Luxembourg. So Wieland, Sevilla, Nkansa, Van der Weyken and Vesely. And Van der Weyken got a very good start and knows she has to try and make it count now. Down this back straight, chasing Vesely for all she's worth. A fantastic target to have, but the meeting record holder won't give this one up easily. And now we'll see the slingshot off the bend. Van der Weyken just behind Vesely and fighting to come through is Paula Sevilla. 23.18 on the clock. So they're only just faster than Nora Lindahl of Sweden. Sevilla, very, very sharp there. Of course, great speed endurance from someone who is an excellent 400-meter runner. Paula Sevilla, someone who won a bronze medal at the European Indoors over 400 last year. There we are, very close to that personal best that we mentioned of 23.13 for the athlete who is second on the all-time list.
Hi, I'm Nadia Batogletti. Sign up now to the European Athletics YouTube channel.